Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on the farm. Yeah, actually, I was on Frank and Ruth, and I've been tweaking a harvester all evening. I thought I need a bit of a chill, for heaven's sake. Leave it be for a bit. So, have we not lost anything? Have we? No, we didn't put the. Yeah, we've got the sugar one, and we've got the whiskey, which I did tweak. I think did I show that last time? Yeah, I've tweaked it based upon what I'd said was missing. Yeah, I did. My maths was not right, so obviously there's a bit of loss. So the maths still doesn't quite add up. But no, it does. It's 130 on this side, 130 on this side. But the loss goes into the pig food, and obviously you do take some loss to make the whiskey. So yeah, the loss bit goes into that. I think I added my sugar as well, sugar one, rather than normal standard sugar, because it's well, I mean it only really makes a difference if you're lugging the sugar, whereas we're not really, so it's not really, it doesn't really matter. We do need to buy a bit more sugar beet though. We'll probably get through till the morning. I would imagine we've done the what's in the sales. Yes, just a cultivator. Right, okay, so we are in the month of October. I am very much like where we are. We're only 1 month in. We've done obviously our last cut on the grass. We've got the fields are doing nicely. Obviously we should see harvested. I did say, well, yeah, that's grass all over, isn't it? So 9 and 4 is the ones we're looking for that we might actually sort of buy. So we've replanted 16 and 12. That was a quick turnaround. 3 we've obviously ripped, but we've also ploughed it. Let's go and see the animals. And we shall see. Did I? Oh, yeah, we did. The food is max. I have come to a decision about the... I'm not going to worry about this. I'm going to tweak. Originally, I made the self-sufficiency with one task in mind, and that was to... because the giants keep breaking the manure, I thought, well, I'll just turn the slurry into manure. So I've got that in there. So I'm going to do that. I'm literally just going to... use a self-sufficiency. So it's one of those things I'm going to have on every Let's Play. So to make that, we need manure from slurry. I'm going to tweak this a bit because obviously I'm sort of shouldn't have to do this, but I've come to a decision that I'm not going to faff around anymore. I'm sick to death of, like, it was FS25 was the same, so I don't care about it says that. I'm going to ignore that totally. We're just going to have slurry and we're going to convert it. But because you shouldn't have to do that, I'm going to be very generous because we're going to be losing slurry to make manure. So I'm going to be quite generous with the way that I do that. And I'm just going to totally ignore it through the rest of this, and ignorance is bliss. It's going to be one of those situations where I don't care anymore. I've gone past it all the way through FS22, and now FS25, 6 months in, broken fix. I don't care anymore. It's too much. I've had enough. So I'm literally just going to do that. I'm going to continue with my own mods. I'm going to ignore the manure. Unless it does become very, very stable, then I might sort of like think, oh, okay, I'll go back and I'll do it. So we shall see. But I'm really not. How I feel right now, I've had enough. I really have. So, right. So then, have we got anything to sell? I can't remember. The whiskey, it's all at... no, that's not the whiskey. So the barley whiskey, no selling point available. Right, well, the one thing we need to do straight away is to put a sell point down. Now it's got to be on my land. It is our self-marketing, but I'm going to stick it as reasonably as realistically as possible on the edge of our property, which I don't know if the grass is classed as ours. This is the one thing about it that I really don't like. I suppose I could stick it inside that field and could leave the gates open permanently as a thing that obviously is to get into our little thing. Or I suppose we use that bottom gate all the time. We could sort of like ignore the fact that we've got this top gate here on this field. We could sort of stick it just inside there, and we could keep the gate open. That's not a bad idea. That's what we're going to do. Let's pop to the top. Let's put that down, because I think if I remember rightly that mine does every kind of field type that there is. I think I tweeted it a long time ago. So if we go to field 16 for now, it should then show us. So I apologise for the fair road run, but yeah, it should show us how much that is. It works on all the others, so it's got to be. It just uses all field types. It's all bulk, so basically it just shows everything. Yeah, this lagginess is so bad. It really is terrible. So let's open the gate, and this is staying open. Obviously, we'd shut it at night. We know this. You know, it's one of those things you can't really sort of do. But let's pull back and let's stick that down, and we'll stick our self-sufficiency. Oh, now we have got to come to this though. Yeah, but I am trying to play this realistically, so that so yeah, it's true. Actually, we're going to have to. It's going to be a bit of a trek all the time, isn't it? I suppose it's going to have to be loaded a proper wagon. Would you? No, farm shops. You can have farm shops inside the farmyard. Thinking about it, so let's shut the gate. No, it's true. No, you do. I was just thinking of one that's local to me, Arrow Farm Shops, just outside of Worksop. It's like there, so people come down the drive. You have a little sign outside saying, I might actually create a sign just to do that and have it in the middle of the farmyard. It's going to take a bit of room up, but hey ho, that's the price you pay. So probably on the grass here, because I think this is all ours, which would make a bit of sense. So selling points, which I believe is actually in the production section. I think. Yes, it is. Stick our self-marketing, and we should stick that down. Our little store to... oh my life, this is so terrible. It really is. Right, so we're in the island. That's fantastic. It shouldn't. It's fairly good now. This is. I did have it where it was like damaging the ground and that, but I did sort of tweak it a long time ago, and it's not bad now. Right, smashing. So that's that sorted. So then we should now see, if we look at this, that it doesn't always do things straight away. No, it has. Yeah, it has actually. So yeah, we've got but it's red. It's white, the value. So it's only thing. Oh, the diesel we've made. Have we finished making the diesel already? It is good. It is. So we might well. Obviously, we're going to keep some ourselves, but I don't think we need 13,000. Is that all of it? Let's have a quick look. Is that done all of the diesel? Diesel. So we're looking for canola. Yes, it has. So it's 13,000. Yeah, that's true. It's doubled it. It was only 5,000 odd litres of that. So we've got 13,000 litres of that, which would bring us in 30,000, because it's a 50% bonus, an extra third of what you see up there. We get that as an additional extra, which I was debating about this earlier, and I was thinking, should I go to 33%? I thought, no, it's a third anyway. It's a 50% bonus upon what you already get. So if it says 20 grand, you're getting 30, which is only, it's a third extra. That's not far off what you'd get as a markup for selling it yourself instead of someone else buying it and selling it. You might even get more. So yeah, I think I'm actually not too far off. So yeah, there's the pig food as well, but again, I think we're not worried. Yeah, we're not worried. I think I'm happy. That's nearly up to 1,000 litres. We've got a wood chips, which is January. It's going up, but yeah. So there's nothing really at this precise moment. So we're going to go through till November morning, and it's going to be 9 o'clock, and we're going to see what's in the sales. How we're going to feed our animals. And hopefully we're going to buy those 2 fields. And that, as far as I'm concerned, because of the generosity of FSG and also, like, yeah, how much work it would entail, I think, oh, look, you can see the lag even when it's doing that. It's shocking. Oh, property income. What are we getting our income from? FSG must have done some sort of, like, generator that I'm not aware of, because we're getting quite a decent generation. So solar panels or something like that. It's got to be something. So they are. I'm not worried about that. That's fantastic. Yeah. So the storage going up 27,916. Don't you dare whinge at me about manure. No manure heap nearby. Indeed, you. Terry, you. So yeah, that's so the milk is up to 2,250, so we're gonna need to do that soon, definitely another month or two, And how are our little... Oh, you're forgetting about your little cows at the top. All my life we are as well. All my life. Yeah, that's TMR. Yeah, we need to do... it's not going down a lot though, is it? To be honest. Their health is... Yeah, they're not going to suddenly go through all of that. But, you know, yeah, I just don't want to risk it. I don't mean it nasty, but they are important. I don't... Yeah, I've made a mistake a few times with the... animals. I just don't want to do it again. No, yeah, we did. Let's go down and do that as well. Why am I keep doing this? Why am I not actually jumping into the tractor? Right, so then let's do this. Oh, we said that we was all right with this, right? So then, top of the yard. Let's go back to the top, and we need to be doing you. We don't need to do this though. Right, lights. It's a little bit dingy to say the least. Let's leave that down here at the time being. I'm glad we've sort of stripped this. So oh no, we're using the carrot, weren't we, for this? Yeah, and I know we've still got the slurry in that as well. I am aware of this. So yeah, we've got the diesel barrels. True, we've got our own diesel barrels, haven't we, that we bought. So that's not a terrible thing either. Let's grab the TMR, grab a couple. I mean, this is bigger now, so we don't really need as much as we used to. But, yeah, I would say, oh my life, look at the manure. That is getting quite considerable now. You see, and that's what I'm saying. See, FSG's done it the old-fashioned way, where he's like put an inbuilt one, and you see, that's working. That's my point. The old way works. The new way doesn't like it. Whatever Giants have done, it's not working right with the new ones. They break, whereas the old one still shows if you go old school and do it like that. Of course, you have to. It's not as easy as you think. I tried to do it myself at the beginning of the game. And FSG's and obviously a modder that knows his stuff. So I mean, I suppose I could have figured it out. No, I did it on. Actually, it was very early on in my modding, so yeah, I think I could I think one of those is going to be enough for these, if I'm honest. Yeah, I do. Yeah, 22 tons odd is going to take that way up. I'm not worried about the straw, because I said I don't care about well, I suppose these ones, so it's working, so it's working quite well. That's quite a pile growing there. So let's do the straw too. Let's be, I'm not sure if this is... It's just going to be too much for this, but we'll stick it in self-sufficiency we can do if we like. So how much have we got in the manure here right now? Ooh, 12,000 litres. Wow. I would imagine we need to... Yeah, this is... Obviously, you've got to pick it up. And I think that's probably why Giants did it as well, because they're trying to appeal to people... new to the game, where you don't have to grab a bucket and like fill it or something like that. But we've got the mover. There's enough ground pickups really that you don't really need to worry about it. So yeah, I'm going to use the mover to pick it off the ground. It's just as effective. So yeah, because you can notice there's no fill bit where you can like just pull up to it and say fill, which I don't really care about. It's just that because that is an option, obviously I'm going to go with the easier option. But again, I do also like to go realistically in a way, so I'm quite happy with that. It's just there's a bit of a trade-off when you're creating content to trying to keep things flowing and it's not getting too boring, because you're doing... Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are we going round and round in circles? Now that's true, I don't know where the straw goes. It may be here, or it might be inside. I think it's inside. We had a blower. We had a blower, so I think we're going to have to go inside. Yeah. You can find it's going to be, again, old school. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. But I think we can obviously usually go inside and throw them in there, or we can chuck a bale in. Well, we can't, because we haven't got a baler, but it's true, actually we can't, so we cannot do this at all. I'm telling porcupines. So let's just see. I would imagine we can go in there somewhere and stick the straw in. So let's have a look. I mean, it's the same difference as blowing it in from outside, isn't it? Yeah, you see you can. And how much effort was that, really, to sort of like, oh, I found how much straw is there in there? Oh, quite a bit. But that's definitely enough, so... And at least I don't want to, like, feel the... Yeah, my usual trick is to... Oh, it was close. We're nearly... Yeah, it's to leave half a ton of straw in. I nearly empty it. And so that's that. They're happy, and so... oh, you need to go and do it here. Which is realistic, yeah. So obviously, how are they doing? Because of value, obviously these are growing older. Are we going to sell? No, we're not going to sell them. We're going to like literally move 20 and 20 when they get a bit older down to the other place with our thing that we've been left very kindly. So yeah, I'm quite pleased. But at least we're getting milk. That was my biggest thing. I wanted to get milk straight away. So then, what have we got down at the store? Ooh. 15.2 metre. Well, we know we've obviously sold... Hang on, did we? Yeah, no, we did. We sold it last session. So we do need a header, but that is a big... It's half price, though. What about that? We do need more tractors. We know this. It's a little one, but I like this one. I had this on... oh, it's the 180 as well. Fantastic. We've got the 180 version. So do you know something? We're definitely having this. Design line... I don't know what that means. No, sorry, that's not what I'm meant to do. Just those standards. I'm quite happy with. Some of them you have to do this, don't you? Let's just go for Trelleborg and see if you can get standards. If they do, yeah, medium. Usually you have a standard option like that for nothing. So, yeah, I'll keep the standard tyres. It's a bit of a strange colour on the... This is the design line. What does that do for me? It just makes it silver. Yeah. Do you know something? I'm quite happy with not the design line. Yeah, it's got a beacon light as well. A fantastic logo back. Logo 1. Back. So it's the one on that. No. I don't like... It's obscuring the window. No. I'd sort of have none. So I can see out my back window. I'm not one for aesthetics over like function. I keep saying this about box with. I don't think it'll do anything for us, like, but what is that doing? Oh, it's my donuts. My donuts inside. Oh, well, yeah. It's always nice to have a treat, isn't it, when you're like in the fields. Yeah, we'll go for it. So 74,705 for a 180 horsepower tractor. We will, because it's sort of straight away up there with our lead tractor. It's just 12 horsepower different. We do need some... Yeah, we've got 2 fairly decent ones. So that is a yes. And we're also going to buy the Flex Draper. But I've got to be honest, the other thing is... we need the right kind of harvester for that. So we could always sell it if we we get a Russell Mash or something silly like that next time. Or actually, trying to think about this, can't you get I think you can buy the brand spanking new header for the Colossus range, which I quite like. I did that a lot in FS for about the same price, so we could just sell it, I think. Yeah, if you look at the Colossus range, and it's also got the tow. I don't know the unrealistic, but yeah, you can go for the... Yeah, it's only marginally dearer. And it's, again, 16 metres too. But it's also got the Draper, so it's sort of like... Yeah, I'm thinking... It's... Yes, it's £4,000 more, so we'll buy that to sell it, I think. Right, and no, we'll just do that one thing, I think. I keep sort of trying to be balanced over this. I mean, we've got to go pick the Fent up anyway, so let's just grab you. We've got the header trailer, if that actually works. So, but yeah, obviously, as I said, the Colossus Magia, that's true. We probably won't need the header trailer. Well, we can sell it. I mean... I also need to guarantee, because if we got the Russell Mash or something like that, the little one, then obviously it can only cope with a 6-metre header. So, lights, it's a little bit dingy. Let's put this, wow, it's a big, these big 15 to 16 metres really are fantastic. I do love them. Just swing around. We need to sort of let go of this before. If we do this cleverly, we should be able to do this right. Like that. And we need to drop it, because otherwise the telehandler will think it's still got the weight. Right, so then let's sell you for quite a few thousand. Not bad, not bad at all. I made a bit of profit there. Excellent. So yeah, those we're happy with keeping. Again, I'm trying to be balanced. We do want the Fendt though. But then again, we might need it over winter. So let's just repair it. Yeah, it's a lovely little tractor, this one. I did have this on Riverbend Springs. It was the lead tractor for a while. Obviously, it's not a real powerhouse, but it's not terrible either. So I love my fence. Yeah, I seem to be having a roll on the fence. Every Let's Play I'm getting fence. Oh, no, we're going to sell it. We're going to repair it. I did that before. I've done that on all the Let's Plays. It's a real horrible feeling when you realise you've just sold a tractor you really wanted. Right, so 508,000. 619. Oh yeah, that's true. We're getting close to the time where we do need to sell things. So the diesel we've got, we do want to be selling some of it. Obviously, I think diesel's going to be green all the time. Yeah, it's about the same most of the time. Buffalo milk, barley whiskey is going to yellow. It's dropping, so it will be on its way up at some point. The vintage barley whiskey is over 1,000 litres now, which is fantastic. Sugar. Yeah. I don't think have I not put the price of sugar? I thought I had. So it doesn't recognise the price on that, so I can't have done the pricing right on it on the field types. Or I've not done the field types because we've not placed. I tried to cut a corner on the sugar one to see if it will do it. No, but I think I need to check this. I know I was trying to see if I needed to do something a specific way or whether I could do it another way. It looks like you've always got to do it the way that I originally thought. So yeah, so there's nothing. I mean, because the pig food's always green, it always stays green. The diesel will probably likewise stay green because it's not going to be volatile pricing. These ones, they are going up, and our money is going down. So animals, we have done them this morning. So they should both be good. Straws, I don't care about the straw in that one, but yeah, it is good. We've just done those, and they are definitely good on both the straw and the, everything. So let's go through till December. And we shall see what we see. So we're hoping we're going to be fortunate with the harvester. But it's not the end of the world if you have to lease one. It's a bit of a, I mean, yeah, to be honest though, the masses are very reasonable on to lease. You could lease it for years and years and still be paying far less than buying one big harvester. So yeah, it's just while we're up here, let's do the sales first. Now that's an almost unbelievable. Are we going to do the vegetables on this one? Ooh, one thing I do want to do. I would imagine either it's withered or it's like harvested. So let's check. Yes, harvested. So field 4 is 100% loam. So that one's a definite. Without a shadow of a doubt, we want to buy that one. Yes. And field 9 is 100,000. I think then, but yeah, because obviously these are the mostly grass fields, mostly, but we can convert. We don't have to have them all as grass. It's not, but so we will do this. This is going to seriously dent our cash, but then I think we're where we need to be with fields on the Let's Play. I think, yeah, I think that's enough now. You've got like 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. Obviously it's season, so you can only like planting it once a year, so it's, well, with certain crops you might be able to just get away with the beginning and end for next year, but it's still technically only one. Let's go down. No, I don't want to keep visiting that. I want to jump into that. We want lights on as well. Right, so then TMR is always, yeah, let's just do it anyway, because it'll sell from tip, so yeah, we don't care about that. Just going to do, I don't think the others will need it though, if I'm honest. I think we'll be quite happy. And then we need to check how we're doing with the selling and of stuff. I think because we're getting close. Sometimes it's just as good like in December as it is in January. Now they're getting older. Yeah, they're younglings now. They're no longer babes. So you leave the food and that's okay with them, and the slurry, the menu is up to 17,000 litres, so that's quite good. I'm quite happy with that, but they don't need any topping up. What about food? The prices are going to the green, so it's very close to the. This is what I'm saying sometimes. Yeah, so we have vintage barley as well. Got two. Oh, that's perfect time, and just got 2,000 litres. So that's brilliant. I think what we'll do is we're going to quit it here, and next session, it might be a short session, but do we? Is it going to? Because these are like standard 1,000 litre pallets. I don't think I've done anything special with them. I don't think I did. I'm sure I left them as. No, I don't. No, I think I did. I'm sure they're going to be special ones, which means actually the vintage barley, that one needs to be 1,000 litre pallets because it's quite rare. Whereas these ones probably you could get away with a 5,000 litre because it's a bit more volume. But I don't know that I did do the pallets. We shall see. I've forgotten. I can't remember what I actually did for those. Sugar, we need to put some more in because I think we'll be out of sugar beet. We are indeed. So we need to be like sorting that out. So the sugar's 9,800 for pig food's 18,000. So we need to get some more sugar beet in there, and obviously that's another thing we want to plant. So there's plenty of sugar in there. It's done that nicely. The barley's still staying nicely. The whiskey, I think. No, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you how big your things are in there. So straw, digestate 36,000 litres. Manure 17,000. So we've done quite well on the slurry to that, and the slurry's all gone. So that created that. I will tweak that if I'm going to do this, where I'm going to do it like that, where then I need it to actually work properly. So yeah, it's raining outside. Let's just grab this and it can self-tip is all I'm thinking. Fantastic. Yeah, so let's pop up to the shop again. I'm not sure about the Mini Air. No, we'll get the Carrier NX, which is a bit of a biggie if I remember right. Why did you not get out? Yeah, the Carrier NX. I struggled with this on Oak City because it's a bit of a beast. Oh, I'm losing my mouse. Yeah, so let's just grab that, and we will struggle with it. Let's move you out of the way because we're going to need to get there in a minute. I always leave things in the most silly place. It's such a terror. I just like drop things down, and so we want that. And this is going to be the one to struggle. The one for 26,000 though, it's not going to be a terrible one, because I think anything would have that, would be able to manage with that. So it's sort of hedging a bet. Anything bar the... Oh no, it is this one. This is the one I struggled with a bit. It's a bit heavy. Yeah, I could really do the weight. Let's go for where the metal is, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. It really is. We had to manhandle it all the way. Actually, yeah, this is better than it was last time. Oh, be careful. Yeah, so I think that we'll buy the header. I think we should probably just... Oh, no, let go. Otherwise it's going to do that, where it thinks you've got it still and you lurch around like you're a drunken thing, and actually you've dropped it. The game can't figure it out. So sell, yes. And And I think we're going to buy this for ourselves, which, yeah, because it's going to go with almost anything. We might get a bigger one, but then again, for 26,000, that's not bad. So we'll keep that. Excellent. So we've replaced the header at $353,002, Mr. Smith. Dollars. Well, to be honest, I think we're going to like recuperate quite a lot. I really think this is going to be, we're going to like break a lot of cash. We can sort of see what we're going to do in the next session. Yeah, because there is quite a lot. There's a lot of selling. But one thing we will do though is we're going to like top up the sugar beets. Yeah, let's at least do that. We've done the buying and selling for this. We'll grab the sugar beets. No, we'll leave that up there because we could get someone over the winter. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, you are the one we want, I think. No, you're not actually. Stick your lights on there. It's the little John Deere that manages quite nicely with its little... Yes, you don't need a big one for everything, do you? Let's be honest. This is managing quite admirably. So sugar beet first. The animals are good up this end, so it's a bit of a tight turn, that one. Yeah, it is. Let's not even try that. It's not going to happen. It's too tight, that. We have got all the way around, so let's do it. Yeah, so we'll get the selling done to our self-sufficiency there, to our self-marketing. So let's grab the sugar in a couple of loads, I think. Oh, that manure's coming out, so we need to shift that soon as well. It's coming over me pallet spawning place. Luckily, we're not really pallet spawning, but nevertheless, it's going to get messy soon. No, we don't see it. Oh, we want sugar beets. I think 2 loads. At 22 tonne. It'll last a few months, that will. I tell you, I don't normally allow this, but we're not selling the sugar. We're only like making sugar for... We do need to like obviously buy the buffalo place as well, like the buffalo milk. So obviously we sold that, which is another way we made quite a lot of cash. But we soon will need to put that down because that's getting up to quite a reasonable amount now, and it will produce quite a lot of butter. So it's definitely worth us doing. So yeah, so let's have a look. Costs. How much does it say we would actually earn if we sold everything? 227,000, but that's not taking into consideration the bonus. It would be like 300 and something, but we're not selling everything, so it's not going to be quite at that. Again, it's the pig food is you get 1.5, so it'd be more like 45,000. So it's, yeah, that doesn't take that into consideration. So why did it say dump sugar beet, but then it didn't dump the sugar beet? Oh, you've got those dicky triggers again. Yeah, they're like playing up a little. And now they're happy. I think I must... Sometimes it's because you're on the edge of the trigger and it like sort of... It's like going, no, I'm not quite there. And then you move a millimetre and it basically stops working. So it could equally be that as well. So that should make everything work. But it's true, we do need to grab this manure out. Which is... How much is it up to? I suppose if I could actually make the manure work myself by putting a point in my manure so that I don't have to buy the extension, and then it would work on every Let's Play. So yeah, almost 18,000 litres on that. It's true, actually, I could, because I nearly always have my own, the BI Industries medium thing that's got 100 as its base amount, so I nearly always go for that. So we could, it's true, we could actually do that. That's not the end of the world. Why are you like... It's weird, very weird. So they're a bit finicky. It might still not be quite level. It might be sort of slightly up in places. It is true, I am a terror for like smoothing, which then means it sometimes lifts it back up. So you need it to be level, not lifted. So it's my own silly fault. So really, that's it. We've got that going again. We've got a little bit of milk. These are growing, as I said. Yeah, they're up to 6 months old, so it's a year, 18 months, 18 months. So yeah, but I mean, obviously, there are also the other thing is you could sell them. We're not going to, but I mean, you could. It's I mean, what you could be sensible, and what you could do is, when obviously we're filling this is completely filled with 80. When these get almost to the point where they're going to give birth, they should also. Does this accept? It does have a milk place, yeah, because you can see it really is the Horman, but it's not looking like the Horman. Yeah, basically it's had a facelift. Yeah, FSG's left the original model in. I don't know that you can actually do anything about that because the game knows it really was that originally. So, or it always shows that. It could be that as well. What does it show on mine? I think it shows my model. It does. That's a. So, oh, you can sort of change it because it does actually show the picture of your item. So I don't know why FSG's left that one like that when he could have done it. There's a lot in making a map. I'm not having a go. I'm really not. I owe FSG an awful lot for teaching me how to use Blender. So as far as I'm concerned, he's got to like get out of jail free card, even if I had a point. So there we go. Flame, cattle shed, and self-sufficiency. Oh, right. So the self-sufficiency can see this then. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting to know. Right. With that in mind, so let's have a look. So next session, we will be busy selling. We bought all of our fields. I mean, to be honest, it's all about equipment now, isn't it? Really, we've got all of that lot of fields. Do we put the? I think we will. Let's go down. Let's do one thing this session that's a little bit interesting, and let's stick the milk thing down, which is the. Ooh, what on earth is? Weird water planes. Oh dear, FSG. Yeah, you've got some weird water planes going on here that are at a strange level. So that's a bit odd. So this is the slurry end, so we want it at the milk end over here. So we want to stick it sort of a bit, I would say actually level with these ones. We could actually have like a bit of an island going on, I think. Or we could stick it, I could do what I've done before, because they've got a massive amount where you stick it over the, we shall see, because I've changed the model on these. Are we going to go bionic? It's a bit dearer, but it is super duper, so I suppose we could do, because it's only 27, because obviously the first model's 17. It depends on your model with these. My price structure is based upon like, yeah, so the bionic dairy, if we do that like that, no, it won't work now. I've changed it a little, so yeah, it needs to come this side. So we need, yeah, it really needs to go like that, I would say. So yeah, we need to see everything. Can put a U and B mode because it is as flat as a pancake. I don't mind doing it with this. I would say I could just see the yellow chevrons. That's about right, I would say. Okay. Perfect. Let's just do the bit of like, yeah, I've got one thing I've got to do is in time is adjust the, you know, like the chevrons, because I've not, I know, yeah, I could do the painting when you place it. I've not done that for mine. Apologise for how dark it is. So we might actually get a lamp put down here as well, an external. What I could do is actually stick them on the silos. It's one thing obviously a long time ago I didn't do that, but I think I could now. So I've got to get used to it anyway. I can't. You can't suit yourself. You've got to like, you know, like work these models so they get better and so that you'd get more proficient in these type of things. So that's not bad. I think that's quite good. So we're going to grab, yeah, let's put the milk in. Let's do that one thing as well. We've got the milk tanker down here. We've got this butte here that's actually doing all of his job. So do we need to dump any? No, we did it already. Yeah, we just got that ready to self-tip. And this little thing should be okay for an awful long time. So there's something weird going on with the water fill plane down this area, because it shouldn't be at 6 foot in the air. Yeah, that's weird. That's not shouldn't be like that. That's something strange is going on. FSG, I'm quite sure will sort this out. No, there's a swivel axle in it. Ooh, it's going to be a bit of a... It's a sort of... Oh, fantastic. We can just about do it. So, 3,150. Let's get this going. Yeah, again, I've got this. I must sort all my models out as well. It is nice for everything to go in properly, though I struggled with this on another Let's Play because, of course, I'd not. So we want butter 1. So 3 buffalo milk produces 45 butters. It's still the same recipe. Obviously, yes. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to have to label this differently because it's confusing. This, it tells you here, obviously it's goat milk, so I've called it butter 1. I need to really call it butter goat milk. The label needs to say goat milk. The label on that one needs to say milk because it's a cow milk, and that one needs to say buffalo milk. Obviously the buffalo milk being the best of the lot for the, I mean, it really is stupendous. So they might only give you a little bit of milk, but they do make up for that more by doing that. So let's keep that. We want to make buffalo mozzarella 2. I've increased the cycles on this, especially on the bionic. It really is good. So obviously we will in time get normal butter as well. So we can at that point go, we're going to do the buffalo milk. 10 produces 20. It's not a bad little learner. I've not done anything increase size for the buffalo milk. Actually, no, let's switch that off because I think the butter's multiplying, so that's probably the best thing. The buffalo mozzarella, it's sort of like quite a bit, so but it's worth a lot. So yes, we'll do that for those 2. And next session we should get our selling done in the rain, unfortunately. But yeah, it's true. We will. Do we need to spawn the whiskey? Would be nice actually to sort of spawn it. Let's change that to spawn now. Barley whiskey spawn, and corn whiskey vintage barley whiskey we also want to spawn 2, and the pig feed we always want on keep. So that's just the last thing we'll do today. Is just going to see. I can't remember what size I did the. I don't think I tweaked them. I think I left them alone. So this should be. Where are we going? Should be actually just normal, I think, but I can't remember. I might have sort of, I get it maybe in a bonnet, and I sometimes just crack on and do like things. So how big are these? Like 5,000 litre ones? Yeah, it is. I have, so the vintage I must have done the same, which that's a bit silly of me. I suppose if you were selling it over a year, you'd probably just about get a 5,000 litre one, but yeah, it's so 5,000 litres, so that means there's how much left in there of the normal barley whiskey? 1,493, so yeah, quite a bit it would to do. And the vintage barley whiskey, I suppose I could do 2,000 litre pallets rather than 5. Oh, I'd have to do a separate pallet though. That's why I've done it, because it's basically sprigging off the same pallet. You can make separate pallets which are different sizes, and then it would be different. So I could sort of do that. No, actually, I can sort of do it. I'm being silly. You set the size inside, so I can do it. Yeah, it's I'm using the box pallets for almost everything because just let's face it, almost everything comes in a box. The pictures are all unique, although you can see the old picture peeking through a little bit, so I should have done that slightly better. Yeah, you can see the luxury desserts just poking through a little bit. It's a bit. Oh, was a bit of a rush job on this actually, but yeah, it is. It spoils a bit when you've got like things like that. So yeah, so for 5,000 litres, how much will that buy us? Because obviously this is per 1,000 litres. The barley whiskey is 38,490. So it would be 60,000 for selling that, which is not bad. And then obviously the diesel we could sell. We're not going to need 30,000 litres. I would say we could leave 3,000 litres, and it will do the entire Let's Play. Sell 10,000. Which is going to be a fairly decent amount of cash. And obviously the milk is now churning along, churning along nicely. The sugar one, I'm going to have to do something about the selling price. Not that, well, not in this Let's Play, we're not selling, but I do want to need it for ones where I go sugar. That's why I made the sugar one, because it's bigger. And the vintage barley whiskey, obviously we can't do anything about because someone really left it as a 5,000 litre. See if I can do something about that the next session. But I don't, well, 22 litres are bought already. Maybe 29. Gordon Bennett, that's quick. So yeah, we're doing very well. Still 321,000. And obviously we've got the header that we've bought now. So we've got the other tractor. So we've got 4 tractors, 2 fairly powerful ones, which are going to really be useful. So yeah, equipment is blossoming a little bit, so and we've got money if we wanted to. We needed to buy like new, then we could do. So yeah, we've got that's the modular, haven't we? That's true, with the 40 metre spread, which did work quite well on that field. I would have preferred something like the Mower Duo, but it's still much better than the one we had to begin with, so I'm quite happy. Right, so let's leave it there then. Yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this beautiful farm in the heart of England, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.